Oh my fucking god, dude. During the 2.7 Spiral Abyss, I was able to get 35 stars, but not quite the 36 stars. In fact, I've never actually 36 starred any Spiral Abyss run. I've never beaten it, but after coming so close in the last one, I vowed to try my best to try to 36 star this Spiral Abyss. And this is how it went. Floor 9 was just floor 9. It was pretty easy. I didn't have to put in too much thought into my team comps, and the run went pretty straightforward.
Nice and spicy. For mercy, flood of frost. Shudder. Crush.
Can't run from death.
Okay. As for floor 10, it was more or less the same thing. It wasn't that much more difficult, and I was able to... Hiya! Whoa. What the fuck? My computer started lagging really bad during floor 10, but despite that, I was still able to clear it without too much struggle. After that, it was time for floor 11. Floor 11 is usually where it gets a little difficult. It's where I usually have to see what enemies I'm facing and have to put in a little bit of thought into my team comps. I spent a little bit of time building my team, and I was off to attempt my first run. The first chamber was a defense chamber.
Oh my god, it's one of those defense ones, man. Oh my.
As much as I hate defense chambers, this run went pretty smooth. As annoying as this chamber was, I was thankfully able to clear it on my first attempt. Alright. Chamber 2's first half consisted of specters, which were easily taken down with my Kazuha, and 2 Vishap hatchlings that were also easily taken down by him. The second half was an elemental Fatui chamber. It wasn't too difficult, and I was able to clear it without too much struggle. What? They live? Okay. Chamber 3 was an annoying one. The first half consisted of the Thunder manifestation. In terms of difficulty, this wasn't too far up there, but in terms of time, this thing is definitely up there. This stupid Thunder Pigeon. Dude, I hate this guy so much, bro. Dude! Like, I hate this guy so much, bro. Thankfully, it wasn't too difficult, but with this motherfucker flying everywhere, it took me almost 2 minutes to kill it. After that, I only had a little over a minute for the next chamber, but it was actually a lot easier than I expected. Easy. Let's fucking go, dude. Oh, fuck. Alright. Floor 12. After I cleared floor 11, all I had left standing in between me and 36 stars was the monster itself. Floor 12. The floor I failed to 3-star. I spent some time to see what I was up against this time so I could build my team accordingly, and these were the teams I decided on. For the first half, I used the Kazuha national team with Shangling, Xingqiu, Bennett, and Kazuha. Super strong team with the grouping from Kazuha made this first half not too much of a struggle, and I was able to clear it in a little more than a minute. Got it, alright. For the second half, I used the Eula plus Raiden Shogun Superconduct combo with the Jean for the heal and swirl for my secondary DPS Kaching. With the large pool of time I had remaining, I underestimated the first 3 samurais and decided to hold on to my Eula ulti and just depended on my Kaching damage to take them out. Hey, this guy's the tankiest motherfucker of all time! Because of this, it took around a whole minute to take them out, which left me with less than a minute to take out the last 2 samurais. I switched to my Raiden to proc her E so I get the passive electro damage and superconduct with my Eula, and when the second samurai jumped at me, I let it rip with Eula's glacial illumination. With 30 seconds remaining and my Eula charging up her burst damage, I was ready to clear the first chamber, and then... Oh my god, they fucking one-shotted my Eula, bro. My Eula got destroyed. Second attempt. The first half went more or less the same. I finished it in a little more than a minute, and it was time for the second half. Okay, this time I open up with my Raiden for her E and let it rip with Eula's ulti. I managed to one-shot the first 3 samurais, and it was on to the next 2. I didn't have my Eula's burst for them, so I had to rely on Keqing for damage. I used her burst, followed by Jean's to power up my Raidens, so I could do as much damage as possible while charging my Eula ulti.
Dude, what the fuck? It doesn't do any damage to them, bro.
But my Raiden tickled them instead. Without my Eula burst, my damage was pitiful. I desperately tried to charge her burst back up, and when I did, I healed Jean, prepared the superconduct with Raiden, and let it rip with Eula. I took one out, but the other survived. I saw 30 seconds remaining, and I saw light at the end of the tunnel, with only a quarter of his health bar left, but then he healed it all back up. With my Eula burst having been used, I had no way of taking him out, and from there, I ran out of time.
Fuck, dude, not fast enough, dude. Fuck, man.
The next attempt didn't go much better.
Oh, I fucked up. I should use Keqing first. Oh my god, how does he heal so much, dude? What the fuck, man? Oh, fuck, man. Fuck, man, I messed up, dude.
My spirit was pretty bad after this. This was the first chamber and I was struggling so much already. Could I really 36-star this? This run went pretty smoothly at the beginning. Everything was dying quickly and I had managed to beat the first half in less than a minute. As for the second half, I opened up with Raiden and Eula once again to take care of the first 3 samurais. I charged up Eula's burst and butt blast him with the 200k ulti. When the next 2 challengers came up, I wailed on them with Keqing. After using the other 3 for a while, Eula's burst charged back up and it was time to butt blast these 2.
Let's fucking go, dude. Oh my god.
And with that, the first chamber was cleared. On to chamber 2.
Okay. Next one. Holy fuck, man.
Chamber 2 opened up with cryohypostasis.
Oh my god, I fucking hate this thing, bro.
Now, remember what I said about that stupid ass thunder pigeon on floor 11? Yeah, that shit applies to this dumb motherfucker also. This stupid ass ice cube flies around for centuries at a time and it took me 2 minutes to clear it.
Oh fuck, bro. That did it, right? Oh my fucking god, this motherfucker, dude. Okay, I have a minute to fuck this thing up, dude. That left me with only 1 minute to clear the second half. With my Eula ulti down, this was an uphill battle. I did what I could with Keqing, and then I discovered how many opponents there actually were. I have to kill 6 enemies, bro?
This is not happening, man. It's not happening, bro. With my morale destroyed, I lazily went until the time ran out and went back to the beginning of Chamber 2 to begin a whole series of attempts.
Oh my... Dude, I can't, bro. Dude, I can't beat the cryohypostasis.
Alright, man. After failing several attempts, I decided to go back to the drawing board and switch my teams around. I knew what I needed was more damage. When it came to raw damage, I had one team that I really enjoyed using, but it lacked a consistent healer. This team consisted of Keqing, Xingqiu, Raiden Shogun, and Kazuha. The only heal I would be getting would be from Xingqiu and Keqing's Black Sword.
God, this team looks so scuffed, man.
The next problem I had with this was that my other team would be super scuffed. I would be using a Melt Eula team, but with all the struggle I had up until this point, I decided to go for it. Since I already 3-starred the first chamber, I wasn't too worried about speeding through it. I cleared it once, so I could clear it again, especially if I didn't have to worry about time. Right?
What the fuck, man? They one-shot my Eula, man. Oh, fuck me, bro.
After my computer stopped lagging, I made it past the first chamber and I was back at chamber 2. The clear time for the cube was a little slower than the other team, so when I got to the second half, it really was time to see what this Electro team could do. Apparently not enough. I decided to try these teams out a bit more, and this is how it went.
Fuck! Fuck, man. Oh my fucking god, dude. Fuck, dude. I needed fucking like 5 more seconds. Oh my god. Dude, fuck off. This stupid ass like moving back bullshit, dude. Like what the fuck, man? I'm so goddamn tilted right now, dude. Dude, like half this time is just fucking animations, dude. Like why the I'm gonna fucking punch my desk, bro. Dude, are you fucking kidding me, man? Oh my god, dude. Like this guy's in fucking Narnia, bro. This guy's in Narnia and he's still fucking zooming back, bro. Like, dude. There's no fucking kidding, bro. After failing time and time again, I decided to try switching teams again. This team... Dude, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like, look, the guy fucking, he's in Narnia and he zooms to fucking Europe. Didn't do much better. I thought about how close I was with the Electro team I used earlier and I decided to try it again. Which meant I had to go through floor 1 again. Dude, what the fuck just killed my youth? Oh my god, dude, what the fuck? I'm going insane, dude. I'm gonna fucking... Dude! What the fuck, man? Let me play the game, dude. After losing my mind, I made it back to floor 2. Fucking... Oh my god, dude. And lost my mind some more. Dude, why the fuck did you zoom over to Narnia, you bitch? I really was going insane, but I was so close, so I didn't want to give up. Next attempt. I used Bennett, Xiangling, and Eula to take out the cube in the first half. I take it out in about 1.5 minutes, which left me around the same amount of time for the second half. I open up with Raiden and Kazuha to get the Electro Swirl going for Keqing, and then I use Xingqiu to create the Taser. From there, I switch to Keqing and let it rip with her Electro damage. As my Keqing starts to get low, I switch back to Kazuha to reapply the swirl and was back to Keqing. I go into Xingqiu to use his ulti and to get his rain swords back up, and once again, it was back to Keqing. The last 3 enemies spawn, so I switch to Raiden to proc her E again and ult with Kazuha. Keqing is sent back out as the Electro gets swirled and she gets some damage in with her ulti and charged attacks. After Xingqiu gets his ulti back, I send him in and follow that up with an ult from Raiden to charge my team's energy, but her health was in the red so I had to switch her out for safety. I throw in Kazuha to get a swirl going, but he takes a hit and he also gets put in the red as he takes on an opponent, so I go into Keqing, and thankfully she's able to take out another in a short amount of time. All that was left in between me and Chamber 3 was this big ass robot, and I had 20 seconds to do it. I swirl with Kazuha once again and get Xingqiu's rain swords going, and all that was left was to send my main DPS to finish the job. Suck a fucking dick, dude. Let's go, baby. Oh my god, let's fucking go, dude. One more chamber was all I needed to get this 36 star. But it was difficult to see light at the end of the tunnel when I experienced the monster that was chamber 3. The fuck? What the fuck, man? It's one.
Oh my god, that is fucking... No matter how hard I tried, I could not clear it in time. This is my strongest fucking team, bro. I thought I could do it with what I had, but I realized that I couldn't. And that's when I remembered. You can upgrade talents. I looked at the neglect I gave my characters and finally used the resources that I had hoarded up for some time. With my team stronger than ever, it was time to show floor 12 what a bottom 10 Keqing main could do.
風よ、私に答えるのだ。せよ、走行のオン。それ。師匠の技を食らいなさい。あった。みんなは俺が剣に誓う。借りなくと歌よにとなれ。さあ、まだ剣よ、影に従え。稲光、すなわち永遠なり。そう、話が通じないなら。雲の行くごと。健康よ、世の乱れを切り尽くせ。瞬く間に。やってや。
With a stronger team and me not having to worry about time, I breezed through the first two chambers. I was back, but this time, it was time for chamber 3 to show me what floor 12 could do. Fucking. Fuck, dude, I'm so close, dude. I'm so close. Yeah, this one's already a fail. With most of my resources used up, I had the strongest team I could muster, and I only had one idea left. Let's try this one. I would use a different card. This was the final idea I had left. Would it work? Only time could tell. I open up with Xiangling and throw both of her abilities and then go into Eula for her ulti. I decided to focus the Mirror Maiden with the idea that the Fatui agents would throw themselves at me no matter where I went, and this theory seemed to be proven right as one of them was taken out by my Glacial Illumination. I switched into Bennett to use his ulti and followed up with Jeans to create the Sunfire Jean combo. From there, Eula just wails onto them as I try to charge her ulti back up. I switch into Xiangling to get some passive damage with her Goba and her Pyronado. After both abilities were used, I saw Bennett and Eula had their ultis back up, and it was time to butt blast them. I used Bennett's burst to power up my Eula and let it rip with her ulti. It manages to take out the Fatui agent, but the Mirror Maiden decided to be difficult and still needed some normal attack to finish the job. Boom! First half cleared in a minute. It wasn't my fastest time, but it was an acceptable one as it gave me 2 minutes for the second half. I open up with Raiden and proc her E to get some passive electro damage with my attacks, and then go into Kazuha to swirl and ult. I switch into Xingqiu to create the taser, and then it was time for Keqing to shine. The Rune Serpent goes underground, wasting precious seconds, but then it came back out, and I was back at it with Keqing. I use her ult to power up Raiden's burst and swirl with Kazuha, and then I let it rip with Raiden's Musou Shinsetsu. Unfortunately, I saw that Xingqiu's ult was up a little too late, but Raiden was still able to get a nice amount of damage in. The Rune Serpent burrowed once again, and when it emerged, I got some Electro onto the field with Raiden and ult with Kazuha. I finally use Xingqiu's burst just as the Rune Serpent goes underground again, but fortunately, I'm still able to connect with his E. I switch into Keqing to get some damage off and ult to avoid any incoming damage, and then use Raiden's burst once again. With it being powered up by Xingqiu's ult this time, my team's energy was replenished in no time, thanks to Electro Resonance. I ult once again with Xingqiu and Kazuha, but this time he burrows away, avoiding a lot of damage. Around 40 seconds remain and there is only a fraction of health left in the Rune Serpent, so I decide to switch back to Keqing to get some more damage off. I use her Starward Sword and prepare to burst with Raiden, and the Rune Serpent falls. Roughly 25 seconds remain, and the Rune Serpent has just a sliver of health left. I use Xingqiu's abilities to create the taser once again, and then the Rune Serpent burrows. With 20 seconds remaining, I wait for it to show itself one more time, and when it does, I'm gonna fucking beat it. Let's fucking go! 36! I cleared the third chamber and complete the Spiral Abyss with 36 stars.
Oh my god.
But if there's anything I want you to take away from this, it's that upgrading talents really does help. Holy shit.